Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. This is your host, Max Forte. I'm ready to head out. So basically, I wanted to give you guys some, choices that I actually pondered on being my scent of the day today. So I wanted to share with you the top contenders and the actual scent of the day that I chose to be my St. Patrick's scent of the day. Now, St. Patrick's Day happens to be a very special and meaningful date for me because it happened to be the birth date of my daughter. So it's a very near and dear date to my heart. So again, I chose something really special as my scent of the day, but before I get into the actual scent of the day, I want to give you guys the top 5 choices that I considered for today. Let's go. Just to understand my train of thought, when I think about St. Patrick's Day, what comes to mind is the color green, just like my shirt, green, herbaceous, a little bit woodsy, and a little bit spicy. But green, earthy, and herbal is really what comes to mind when I think about St. Patrick's Day scent. So here's my first choice for today. So the first fragrance I thought about wearing today was this one right here. Bergamot from the house of Daniel Gallagher, or the house of Gallagher. Daniel Gallagher is a perfumer. Again, really beautiful blast of citrus with a little bit of an aquatic undertone. So because it's been rather cold here in the East Coast, it's supposed to be spring on Monday, but it's been really, really cold. We've been getting a ton of snow lately, and we're scheduled to get more snow Saturday and Sunday. So because of that, this is more for the hotter days. So I did not, if today was a really warm spring day, semi-spring day or a warm St. Patrick's Day, this would have been a great choice, but I'm gonna pass on this one. But very solid choice nevertheless. The other fragrance I thought about is a fragrance that it's extremely underrated and one that I had totally forgotten about. This is from the 80s, and thank for Daniel, aka Mr. Smelly 77, to bringing this fragrance to light. This is Bowling Green from Jeffrey Beanie. Amazing green, herbaceous, woodsy, just a great fragrance. Some may say this is a little bit aged because it's from the 80s, so it might be one of those powerhouses that could be a little bit off-putting to some. So that's why I passed on it, but I do love this fragrance. The other choice was a discontinued gem. This here can still be found, but it's gonna get harder and harder to find. I'm glad I have this 10-ounce bottle. This one here is a fragrance from the house of Mugler. This is Mugler Cologne. This is, perfect Irish soap, Irish spring soap-like fragrance. Very clean, very conducive of the professional environment, really easy to please and easy to wear. But again, I do like to wear this when it's really warmer outside, and it's again very cold today, so this was not a choice that I chose to go with. Now, when you think about, spring, when you think about, St. Patrick's Day, Irish, you can't help but think of this fragrance. This is Green Irish Tweed from the House of Creed. This is a staple in my collection, phenomenal for the spring rotation, but again, this is beautiful, lemon verbena, violet, just an amazing all-around scent, lasts a long time. But again, I really like to wear this in warmer days, and because today's really cold, my choice for St. Patrick's Day is this one right here. So this one here is straight from Ireland. Fragrances of Ireland is the name of the house. They only have maybe a half a dozen fragrances, but this one here is a phenomenal fragrance, really under the radar. I've only heard maybe 1 or 2 reviewers ever to talk about this fragrance, and this is called Patrick. Again, from the house of, Fragrances of Ireland. And this one here, straight from Ireland, and it's a perfect Oriental fougere. It's got the green, the earthy, the herbaceous quality. It's going to remind you of some of the old, fougères, powerhouses of the 80s, without being aged or very aggressive. It's very easy to wear and very easy to please. A phenomenal fragrance. Definitely my scent of the day that I'm glad to share with you guys. So let me give myself a couple blasts. An amazing fragrance. Just to give you a little bit of what this smells like, to me it's a combination of like Paco Rabanne's Pour Homme fused with New York, fused with Bond No. 9's Eau de New York. That's Patrick. Amazing fragrance. That's my scent of the day that I'm glad to share with you guys. Please comment down in the comment section below. What are you guys rocking in the St. Patrick's Day? Enjoy. If you go out drinking tonight, please do not drive. Enjoy your family. I'm having corned beef and cabbage tonight. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more. This was Max Forte. Keep on spraying and stay fragrant. I'll see you next time. Ciao.